Hi, this is To Make It With Pastries, Pumpkin Pie, and I'm here with a setup video for my Planners Anonymous Sunflowers Classic Size Melody Planner, which I will be using as a work planner for now. So I am going to be setting this up, and I'm going to be showing you also how I made this cute little sunflower charm. I am going to be making one for one of my subscribers because she also has this same planner, and when this planner was released by Planners Anonymous, they didn't release a charm, and I found these cute little trinkets on Amazon, and I'll link all of the stuff below in case you want to purchase these things and make one of your own. So that's the first thing I'll be doing in this video, is showing you how I make this, and then I will set up everything else in the planner. So if you're looking forward to that, just keep watching. All right, so I already had this little jewelry making kit, I guess you could call it, for when I made a previous Planners Anonymous project. I did the ice cream mobile, and I used the silver rings out of here. What I didn't realize when I had bought this was that it had the lobster clasps in it already. I knew I needed a lobster clasp to make the charm for the side of the planner. So not realizing that I already had the lobster clasps, I went and I purchased this. Well, the good thing about this kit is not only does it have the lobster clasp, but it has it in these different metals. And then it has these mini rings also in the different metals, which worked well with the charms that I purchased. So let me show you all the different colors of the charms, okay? So we have two different types of gold. We have that very bright yellow gold, and I guess this is bordering on rose gold. Then we have this copper-like color. We have the silver. We have kind of like a pewter, I guess you would call that. And then this bronzy color as well. And I use this color and this color on the charms. So I'm going to need, I think I did 3 of each. Yeah, it was 3 of each. So I'm gonna eat 3 and 3. And then I'll put the rest of these away. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna move that out of the way. I've already taken out all of the little odds and ends that I need. I believe that's everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by placing this ring on the lobster clasps. Now, in that very first little trinket kit that I purchased, it came with these needle nose pliers, and it came with these needle nose tweezers. So I am going to use these to just open that up a little bit so that I can get, see that, the lobster clasps in there. And then I'm just going to use these again to close it back up. So now I have that piece already. So what I'm going to do now is kind of work assembly style to make this process a little easy for me. I'm going to attach these little rings onto each of these. Now, one thing that I found is because these are so tiny and you try to pick them up with these tweezers, sometimes these literally just will pop out of the tweezers and fly across the room. I've had that happen to me. So let's kind of zoom in here a little bit. So I like to try and hold it with the tweezers in one hand if possible. If you put too much pressure, that's really when they pop out on you. And then take the pliers with my other hand, and then I can open it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and add all of these to a ring, and then I will come back with the next step. That's how we do that. And then we just tighten it back up. So, and then I'm going to do that with each of the sunflowers. Okay, so we have a little ring attached to each of the little sunflower charms here. The next thing that I did is I just started adding these rings onto the ring that I added on the lobster clasp. Now, you can put whatever charms you want, whatever metals you want, in whatever order and whatever capacity that you want to do it. I'm just going to show you the way that I put together mine. So what I did was I put 2 rings, and on the second ring I put a charm. Then I put 2 more rings, and on the second ring a charm, and so forth and so forth. And that's how I did it. So it was 2 rings in between each of the charms. So you take these bigger rings, and that's why I'm glad I did end up having both of these, because as you could see, this one, all of the little rings are the same size, but in this one I have varying sizes of the rings. So I am happy that I do have both of those, and like I said, both of those were purchased on Amazon. So I'm going to take the bigger ring, and you can see my fingers are all scuffed up now from dealing with these clasps. It doesn't take much. So then I put this one on, and then I close it up, and then I open another one, and I go over here, add it, and before I close this one up, I'm gonna put my first charm on there. Okay, so put the first charm, and then I'm gonna close it up, so like that. And then now once you get that first charm on, you've got quite a few rings going already, and at times I would get kind of confused about where my next ring needed to go, but let me lay it out for you here. So there's that second ring, right? I don't want to loop through that little ring there. I want to make sure I'm looping through that second ring. And then I'm going to close it up. Okay. So you just have to make sure that you're, depending on how you want to arrange everything, that you're paying close attention each time. I always start by putting the lobster clasps in my hand like this, so I know which rings I'm going to be working with next. So as you can see, the charm is here on that second ring. Here's the third ring, and that's the one I want to loop this one in. Okay, so that's ring 4, which means I'm going to be putting another charm. So I'm putting a charm on every even numbered ring. Okay, so again, let me show you. So here's the lobster clasp, and you can see there ring 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there's ring 2 with a charm, and there's ring 4 with a charm. And so I'm just going to go ahead and continue to follow this pattern until I have them all on there. All right, so our charm is complete. We have the lobster clasp at the top, and then the ring that's connected to it there, and then we have these bigger rings, and like I said, for every 2 rings there is a charm. Every 2 rings. And so there we have it. So this one is going to go to one of my subscribers, and she'll be able to put this on her planner and enjoy it. Let's go ahead and continue with our setup. All right, so again, this is the classic Happy Planner Classic Size Sunflower Melody from Planners Anonymous. And here's another look at my charm here on the side. I was able to get it through both of those loops so that it kind of would hang more in the middle than off to one side. All right, so I am going to be using quite a few elements to set up this work planner. First, I'm using elements of the Planners Anonymous Michaels box. So they did a sunflowers box with Michaels. I think that is completely sold out now. But in that box, there was this pen. Okay. And I think it's just a regular ballpoint pen. So I'm going to be putting that here in the pen holder. I also have some stickers and die cuts, and these were actually die cut stickers from that Michaels box. I have all of the washi tapes from that Michaels box. Now, because I was not a subscriber at the time when this Sunflowers kit originally came out, I don't have access to any of that stuff other than what I have from the Michaels box and what I bought with this planner release. So for my inserts, I printed the Planners Anonymous So Crafty insert. So I was a subscriber to that kit. This kit was more about sewing and crafting, but there were also sunflowers in that kit. So you've seen me use the Luxe inserts recently in my Fitness Bujo planner. So this is the way those inserts looked. I've already cut them down to size after printing them. I've already punched them for the disc. And so no, it's not strictly sunflowers, but there were sunflowers and dahlias in that kit. And so I just felt like, you know, why not? There's still sunflowers in there. And so this is what I'm going to be using. Because this is a work planner, I'm probably not going to need all of the pages of this Luxe planner, but I went ahead and printed everything anyways. I felt that that made it easier than to try to exclude certain pages. Okay. So I'm going to have that. Then I have the dividers that I purchased to go with this planner. I made a back and front cover using papers from that Michaels Sunflowers box. So this is my front cover, and it has this cute plaid in there, and then this is the inside of the back cover, and the back cover is all sunflowers. I had intended for this to actually be the front, but I had accidentally punched this side incorrectly. So I was like, you know what, there's sunflowers all over it. Why not have this as the front cover? It brings in other elements. So, you know, with the truck and the butterflies and the boots. So those are my front and back covers. And then I also made me a divider. So the scraps from that sunflower paper, I just made it into a divider. And I also have this from that Michaels box. And I'll probably, if it doesn't get too chunky, just add this notepad in there. And it's a very sufficient notepad as well. So those are the things that I'm going to be working with. I also have some items from Happy Planner, like some daily sheets that I'm going to be using as well. And then I have my disc, and I'm going to be putting all of this on black metal disc. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. I'm going to start by putting the covers together with the disc. So I want to use this envelope just in case I need it. So for now, it's just storing my disc. But I'm gonna eventually put that in here. So what I'm going to do, because I think it would be easier, is to try and get the back cover in here first. Now I size these to be 7.5 by 9.5, and then I laminated them. It is a little bit of a tight fit, so what I have found is that it's easier if you just put the cover in first. I'm going to move this over here in this direction because it's going to help me better that way to get it in there. Okay. And I have to be careful because this isn't like the super duper lamination on here. All right. So I think that's pretty good. And I still have access to these strings. So now what I'm going to do is put the disc on now that I have that cover in there. I just find it to be easier that way. Now they are coming out with a Fierce Classic Size Melody Planner. Planners Anonymous is, and that was based on the Fierce kit, which was that animal print kit. So once that planner comes, that will actually become my work planner, and I'll just be changing everything over to that at that time. Okay, so there's all of that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this envelope right up front. Like I said, I don't know if I'm actually going to have a use for it, but I'm going to put it in there. So that's there. Then I'm going to take my insert, and this is for 1 month. So I only wanted to do 1 month for now because I know I'm going to be changing this out soon. So I'm going to go ahead and put this 1 month in there. And like I said, I'm going to be adding some other items from the Happy Planner in here as well. I thought about actually buying a planner, and then I said, why? I have access to all of these printables for Planners Anonymous, and I might as well just use them. Okay, so that's there, and I'm going to go back to the first week, which is going to be this week, and I'm going to put in my divider here. So that's in there. All right, then I'm going to close this up real quick because I just realized I haven't punched my other dividers. So let's take these out. I have not decided yet how I am going to label these. And what I think I'm going to do is wait until I get a clearer idea of how my administration is going to want me to do the job that I have to do, and then label everything according to that. I think I will definitely keep this first divider as like my insert divider. So I just need to punch them because I didn't do that yet. Grab the Happy Planner punch. And so when you get these dividers, they do come unpunched. That way, if you want to do coils, you can do coils. If you want to do rings, you can do rings. If you want to do disc, you can do disc. So I do love that about Planners Anonymous. They leave it up to you to decide how you want to punch things. And so I'm sure once I get, you know, in there and know exactly how my day-to-day job is going to flow, then that will give me a better idea of how to label my dividers. And what I'll probably do is just make some dividers on my Cricut with some clear sticker paper. That way I can always switch them out if I want to do that. Okay, so those are done. Now we can open this back up. So this is definitely going to go here in the front. I will probably, I thought I had another name badge from Coffee Planner Mom, but I don't think I do. I think I used all the ones that I had. So I'm probably going to make me a name sticker also from on my Cricut and put in here. And then we will have this very first one here. And as I stated, that's going to be for my insert. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out, and then we'll put the rest of these dividers back here. All right, so that is done. And since this is the very first divider, I'm going to decorate it. Now, I get real stingy with my die cuts, y'all. Like, real stingy, which is really, really ridiculous. But that's what I do. Since I am working in a school, I think I will put, do I want to cover that up though? That's so pretty. I don't think I want to, see, look at me now. I'm finding a reason not to use these. Maybe on that one, because that one's really plain. Yeah, let's put the books on this one. And these are, like I said, die cut stickers. If you saw me when I did the unboxing of this, I like literally lost my mind when I realized that they were stickers, because that I didn't realize it at first, and I was like, oh my gosh, are those stickers? And they are stickers. So I'm gonna put that book right there on that one. Okay, let's see. Some of these dividers are so pretty, I really don't want to cover them up. Is that a bad thing? All right, and so you can see here, it lets you know like what planner sizes are compatible with this. But yeah, now I'm feeling like I don't want to use these die cuts. I'm being stingy now. This is a bad, bad habit of me. Just hoarding stuff. Let's see. Nah. Okay. I don't want to cover these dividers. They're too nice. All right, so let me go to my Happy Planner stuff and see what we're going to put in there. All right, I had these sticky notes. This is just, there's barely any of them left on here. These were some things that were already in my teacher planner. I had these. So I'm going to go ahead and add these in here. Okay. I also have, this is from the Wild Style Be Happy box that they came out with. And I did want to add these, and I know you're like, wait a minute, that's animal print. I know, but I'm eventually going to be moving into an animal print planner cover. So I wanted to go ahead and add this. These types of planning sheets were very, very helpful for me as a teacher the last couple of years. I would do all my pre-planning for my lessons on here, and then I would take this sheet and use it to type up my lesson plan. So I just think having something like this is really helpful. Now, when I change into the Fierce planner, I have these dividers that I can use that also came in that box. And I have some regular note paper. This is probably just like an old stash of paper, or I probably got it on sale. So I'm gonna add that in as well. I like to put note paper in the very back. So I'm just gonna make this section back here my note paper section. So let me take this out. And this is just regular dotted lined paper. And it just says notes and has a spot for the date at the top. So we're just gonna add this in. Somehow I ripped this before, because I didn't just rip it now, or either I purchased it like that. All right, now I realized going through that box that there was also all of this paper, which was some dot grid paper. So I'm just gonna add like a whole section of this dot grid paper back here, because I really like dot grid paper a lot. So I'm gonna add some of it in. And you know, another reason is that I'm just not using this stuff. It's literally mostly everything that came in that Wild Style box has just been sitting in that Wild Style box since I got it. So I just want to use my stuff. That's what I've been trying to do lately, is use all the things. So that's just one section, so I still have 2 more sections of the paper in here. I had this that I used to use in another planner, and I thought about putting this to separate the monthly section. So we're gonna put this here. I'm probably going to end up going back into my Michaels sunflower box, getting another sheet of the 12 by 12 paper and replacing this divider with one that I'll make from that. This hasn't, no, I apparently haven't used this because it's pretty stiff. And it looks like that backing paper is still on here. Guess I never did use this one. I'll pull that off later. Okay, then I want to take this second section, and I want this second section to be like daily sheets. So I have these from that Wild Style book, and then I have these, which are Glam Girl. So I think I'm going to add about 10 of each sheet in here for now. And then this section will be my daily planning sheets, because I think I will probably have more use for them now than I did as a teacher, because when I was teaching, I just looked at my entire lesson plan for the week. So let's see. pen. And then we'll do 10 from here. And at first, I didn't think I was going to use these daily sheets ever. I just almost thought about giving them away. And looky here, I'm glad I didn't. Because then I would have been like upset that I no longer have them. Because they're gonna, I think, really be helpful with this new job that I'll be doing. All right, so there is that. And then I also have tappy notes that I purchased. I think I'm gonna hold off using this though. I was gonna put some of this paper in there, but I think what I have here is enough. Next thing I'm going to do here, I think, you know what, I'm gonna move these two. I'm gonna move these to here. All right, and because I'm being stingy with these die cuts, I'm going to use them to decorate. Just move the camera. All right, to decorate this side over here. So I have that. I have the doggy. Oh, there she is. We've got this girl here. And the cowboy boots. Let's put the cowboy boots. You can't tell that they're cowboy boots. So you can't really tell, so we're not going to worry about those. I want the truck. Okay, now I had that notepad, right? What did I do with it? So the notepad is pretty thick. It's pretty thick. And then I have some stickers that they kind of threw in also. So let me go in here and see if this is going to be too bulky. Now, so I can add it in like this because it will fit in there. It is going to make for a pretty chunky planner, but that is okay. All right, and then from there, I want to go to my monthly. That was in here. So here's our monthly page. And I'm going to use the stickers that were thrown in with my order for the planner. So there are a few stickers that were thrown in here. And I'm actually going to put them on these days. Because I think they kind of help bring out the sunflower more instead of this pinkish color, which is bringing out the dahlias more. So we go over here and do the the rest of the days. So I hope all of that has been in frame. If not, I apologize. Okay, so that's all on there. Now I know I was going to add some stickers on this divider. This one says, "Be a sunflower, stand still and look for the light." And I want to add that on there. And then on the back of it, do I want to add another sticker on the back of there? What more could a girl? And I'll put this one, add a little sunshine to your day. So that will go there. So I do have these stickers just in case I need them. These are made for dividers here. But I'm not sure that I'm going to actually use them for that. And then this monthly, I will need to go back and date it. There were no dates in these few little stickers here, so I do have dates that I can use, and I will go back and date that. I planned on decorating the dividers. I really did have a plan to do that, but they're so pretty that I almost just don't want to. So let's go back through our stickers. I'm going to put this, it says grow together, and I think that kind of works with this whole field of sunflowers. So I don't mind putting that down on there, but I'm being real stingy and picky about using this stuff. Let's see. I don't know if there were date dots in these stickers. Can't remember. But I don't believe that there were. There's some date covers, so I do have some date covers I can use for the rest of these weeks. And that's it. So there were no date dots. And let me just go back through each of these dividers and see if by chance there's anything I want to add. Here are the washi tapes again that I have. But like I said, the dividers are just so pretty. You really don't want to take from them. Let's see, how would the boots look on here? Okay, let's go ahead and add the boots. So we'll have some die cuts on some of the dividers, but not all. So we'll put those on that one. There was another sticker I think that might work with this page here. It said, "Be a sunflower." Let's put this down in here. Be a sunflower. Yeah, they're just so pretty. Why add anything? I can always add to the backs of them, but I actually think that's all I'm going to do. And so what I'll probably do is to use these stickers and this washi to maybe decorate the very first week and the calendar, but I don't think I'm going to do anything more with them. So as you can see, adding that note pad did make it chunky, but because this has hidden elastic, it's okay. It's still gonna close nicely. I still have that beautiful charm that I made on the outside, and this is gonna be my work planner for now. anything else that I decide to add, I still have time to do that. So let's just go ahead and do a quick flip through of what I have. So again, here's my planner. It's got a pocket on the outside, so I can go ahead and add all of these stickers and these extra die cuts to the back pocket. I can always add these in here. So all of those are tucked away in there. Then when we open it up, we have some of our die cuts decorating our pages over here. And then we have the notepad. I have strings, so I can add any additional things that I would need to here. One thing that I thought about is, since this is classic size and I'm used to using a big for work, that way I could punch papers and put them in here. If they're papers that are too big to be punched, I can fold them and put them on the strings. So here's the welcome divider, and I just need to attach my name here. Then we open this up. I have a little envelope just in case I need it. I have some sticky notes. And then we have the front planner cover that I made. And then there's the inside of that. And then we open it up. We have another weekly notepad. Again, these have been very beneficial to me working in education. So I did want something that was made similar to that. Here's the first divider, which will be used for my insert. And this is again a Planners Anonymous insert. I don't know where all of this hot glue and sticky glue is coming from. And then here's the monthly that I need to finish decorating. And I have a divider here, which I'll probably replace that with a handmade one, especially since it's really tight there. And then here's another bookmark that I made, and here's the first week. Then we get to the second divider, which is going to be used for daily sheets, and I have two types of daily sheets here, some from Glam Girl and some from the Wild Style Be Happy box. And then I have all of my other dividers, and so I have these three dividers to use for other things. And then in the very back I have note paper. If I end up needing to use this divider for something, I can create my own divider. I have more 12 by 12 papers from that Michaels box, so I can create another divider to divide out the note paper. So I have a couple of note papers. I have this dot grid and then this dotted line paper. Here is the pen that came with the Michaels box. And that is everything. I don't have anything in this pocket, but I do have space here if I want to add something. What is that? Yeah, so I do have this pocket here. So if I wanted to take like the die cuts and stickers, which I'm thinking I do, and move them to the inside so that they don't fall out of there, I can do that. So they're in here, and that is everything. It's a little chunky, but it still works. All right, so tell me what you think about the setup. I'm excited about my new job position. Let me know also in the comments, would you go ahead and decorate those dividers, or would you just leave them as they are? I just think they're so pretty. I don't want to change them. And again, don't forget, I will have everything linked below in the description in case you want to make a charm for yourself. And if you're a big fan of sunflowers, so I'll have that information for you as well. And you guys know what else to do. Be sure to slay, subscribe, like, and accept the alerts so you don't miss any videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.